Welcome back, champion. Got a question for you. How was this year for you? I'm Chris Gloss with Step Outside Your Comfort Zone, where I help people remove the obstacles that stand in the way from where they are to where they want to be. And I just want to take a moment just to share with you some things that came across my world in 2020 and the reason why I'm looking forward to 2021. You know, first, when you look back on this year, did you accomplish the things that you wanted to accomplish? How satisfied are you with your results? Are you looking for 2021 to have a fresh start? Now, I don't want you to take from me from one split second that with all the tragedies that happened, the hard times, the pandemic, and everything else that happened in 2020, that this was a year you just want to scratch off. That's not true for everybody. And if you look at it, I like to look at 2020 as being bittersweet. What do I mean by it being bittersweet? There were a lot of good things that happened, a lot of personal growth, a lot of insight that took place over my life. There were things that went really well, things that has me excited about 2021. But at the same time, I suffered some blows. I was hit hard. When life blindsides you, sometimes it's tough to recover from it. And it was very difficult. I believe Murphy's Law is whatever can go wrong will go wrong at the worst possible time. And let me tell you, it is never comfortable when those things happen. Never comfortable when you get blindsided. Never comfortable when Murphy's Law comes. Never comfortable. But in those challenging times, we have to learn how to endure and push on. I mean, when I look back on 2020, the challenging part came from my brother being murdered in New Orleans. This was a guy to me that still to this very moment means the world to me. That's no longer here. He was taken away from me in 2020. And just hours later, my godmother passed away. And just a couple of weeks ago, I lost a sister to COVID. So this year had some very challenging times, some very tough moments, but what I've learned how to do is to pivot and to shift my thinking and my mindset immediately. Do I still dip in and out of the grieving process? Absolutely. I still dip into and out of the grieving process. I'm not exempt. And I want you to write this down in your notes. No one is exempt from life's trials and tribulations. That's from Martin Lawrence. And when I think back on it, I wasn't the only one that suffered. I wasn't the only one that experienced great loss. I wasn't the only one that had to pivot. And I take great gratitude in the process of being able to pivot, because at the same time, I was able to dig deep and find some very interesting things to help me to move forward and to continue taking steps forward. So I just want to spend a moment to encourage you that going into this new year, go into it with great momentum. Go into it with a pivot mindset. There may be some things in 2021 where you're going to have to make some quick decisions to move differently. You may need to go ahead and pivot when it comes to relationships. You may have to pivot when it comes to business. What I recommend you do is start developing your pivot muscle. Start developing a way for you to tap into yourself, to dig deep within. All of your power, everything that you're going to need to be successful in 2021 is right here. It's not in the external. It's not in all the books. It's not in all the conferences. It's not in all the coaching, the mentorship, the modeling. It's not in all those. Those things are fine and perfect, and you need those things. Trust me on that. You'll need them to help you along the way. But at the end of the day, you have a voice on the inside of you that you have to learn to pay attention to that voice. Learn to be driven by that voice. Don't ever let that voice not be the dominant voice in your world. Other voices are fine for encouragement and nourishment and to help you with direction and leadership. Absolutely. But they should never dominate the voice within. And tap into that voice, because that's the ultimate GPS system you're going to need. And I want you to tap into that voice. So champion, I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope you are ready for 2021. And if not, go ahead and start developing that muscle now. I'm looking forward to partnering with you in 2021. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that we can stay connected. And don't be selfish. Don't keep me all to yourself. Share me with at least 3 friends. Like this video, leave a comment below. Let's go ahead and make this such an amazing year. This is the last day of Vlogmas, and I'm so excited for what's going to happen in the new year. So I look forward to seeing you over the next video. And until then, go ahead and watch this video right here. It's good.